Alex Stec, joined by FC Cincinnati head coach Pat Noonan. Pat, a lot of people talk about you being a first-year head coach, but you've been coaching for almost a decade. What do you think sets you apart from other coaches?
I think my experience in successful cultures. My time spent under Jim Curtin, under Bruce Arena, those are important experiences where, as a club, we found success. And certainly it was a support role, and this is different now, but I think that helped me to get this opportunity, no question.
How did you transition from being a player to a coach? You talk about Jim Curtin, Bruce Arena. I'm sure you learned from them as a coach, but also as a player. Did you see things in your coaches that you wanted to implement in your style?
First of all, you think you know everything as a player turned coach, and I realized pretty quickly walking into the coach's office, just the amount of detail that goes into the preparation of how you lead a training session, how you manage your staff, both coaching staff and support staff. So I quickly was humbled by the amount of preparation that Bruce put into his craft, that the other assistants I was fortunate enough to work with put into their craft, and then the same with Jim. So what I've taken from those two coaches is behind the scenes what it looks like in your preparation in all aspects of the job. And then, the way you treat people in this line of work. There's a lot of pressure and there's a lot of attention on the players and how you find success out in the field, but how you treat people matters. And so I've taken a lot from those two coaches and what I, try to do in my day-to-day and how I try to treat people.
You speak about preparation. Do you have any pregame rituals as a coach? I'm sure you did as a player. Are you still listening to pump-up music or anything on your way into a match day?
I think the rituals will probably organically happen as of right now. To be honest, there hasn't been a whole lot of time put into, what's it look like on game day, where you have those 3 hours of, in the office just kind of, waiting. And then, you step out on the field, and what is that going to look like? We'll wait and see. So I haven't put too much thought into it, but I imagine over time that there'll be things that you find as routines in how you go about the game day experience.
How are you feeling now that the preseason is over and the games that really matter, that count, are starting up this weekend?
That's exciting. I mean, we've put in a lot of work. These guys have worked really hard, both players and staff. And so it'll be nice to be out there on the field, seeing them compete and represent this club and this incredible fan base. So the hope is that when we step out on the field on Saturday, we can make the fans proud, we can make the club proud, and hopefully with the right result. That's obviously an important factor in this is getting a result on opening day.
How challenging has it been with some late additions, kind of learning what makes these guys tick?
It's been challenging in trying to get everybody aligned with the messaging. So you feel like you're repeating yourself, but for the right reasons. It's to get everybody up to speed. And so we've had different players come in at different times. And so that's made it challenging in getting everybody up to speed. You can see out in the training sessions who's been here for 6 weeks, who's been here for a week. And so, the amount of information and detail we give them is very important in getting, those newcomers up to speed with how we want to play, with what the accountability looks like on and off the field.
And when we spoke about your preparation in a game situation, how much are you focused on the style and what you've taught your team throughout the week, what you want to implement on the game versus what the opposition is bringing to the table?
You always want the focus to be on how we want to play. How can we control the tempo of the game? How can we implement our ideas? But certainly you have to understand, the situation. It's opening day. You're on the road against a good team in their stadium with their fan base. So how do we manage the challenges of, when we have to defend for longer stretches against a team that's good with the ball, and when's the right time to increase the tempo and try to create our chances going forward. So, tomorrow, Friday, will certainly be a focus now on Austin in the messaging. But, up until tomorrow, it was what do we need to do to find success on the day.
And have you received any encouraging messages leading up to the season opener?
I have, from various people and, at different stages of, my life and who I've come across both in and out of the game. So you know, I have great people around me to support me and send me the right messages. Hopefully we can, you know, repay that support with a result.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for the time, Pat. Appreciate it. Good luck on Saturday.
Thanks, Alex.